you go to the tutorials in the menu bar. Tutorials are some GitHub repository we collected from GitHub. They are very well trained materials for you to understand and learn more about data science, machine learning, and some other AI technologies. It starts very simple, like Jupyter Notebooks 101, create Python or R demo, and it also has some in-depth materials. One of them is the style transfer. You can transfer an image of Chicago from a very styled photo. Let's take a shot. We click on the have some fun, and then it is starting and searching at the backend. Let's see what's going to happen. Then it brings you back into an R node, Python notebook. In this notebook, it is a tutorial material. I'm going to show you how to combine a content image and a style image into a styled content image. That's mouthful. But we can simply click from Save, Run Wall, and let's see what's going to happen. So out of the backend, it is already running. There, we see there are some outputs right now. We're going to see how we can transfer this image into a Van Gogh artwork. We've already seen this is working, and we're going to come back to see what's going to look like for this cat. Now we go back to products, tutorials. At the same time, we can look at what's available in our curated starting materials. We cover starting from the basic R and Python. We also have NLP, natural language processing, covers quite a few very useful NLP tools. JSON is for topic modeling. Spacey is quite popular these days, and of course it has the classic NLTK, the most widely used NLP package. Machine learning shows you some basic usage for sklearn, so it's the second one. I think it's the most widely used Python library for machine learning. Also, it has data science, showing you how to use networks. Network X is a network package for networking analysis, and also some very good introduction for SciPy, Pandas, and NumPy. For the deep learning, we have PyTorch and deep learning materials from university. Fast.AI is a very famous online course provided by Fast.AI. The difference is it is a unique feature that they focus on the hands-on experience instead of the mathematics. I think many of the engineers will love it. And of course, we will cover MXNet, CNMPK from Microsoft, and many other interesting stuff. Now we're going to come back to see how is the cat photo looks like. So the first one we transfer is a little bit mixed, and then gradually we will see it becomes more and more stylish. So here is the last one. We see the time consuming is 18 minutes CPU time. Alright. That's for the style transfer. And then if we are going to see, let's see, we're trying to learn something for NumPy. And to see here what's available in this NumPy. It has some basic introduction from the GitHub repo, and we're going to try this tutorial. At the same time, at the back end, it is starting a new session for you. So you go to NumPy 100. NumPy exercise with hints. So now you have a playground where you can learn NumPy. Let's do some very simple stuff here. Click run. And let's see the NumPy version is 1.1, 1.01. And one interesting one I'm going to show you here is also some background introduction about our environment. So this is a function, so you need to call it like a function. Then it provides all the information you have for the NumPy. One thing I want to point out is the OpenBlast. OpenBlast is a very lower end package on Linux that can speed up your matrix calculation. It is free and open source, but it is much faster than the original vanilla version of Linux library that calculates the matrix. It is about 30 times faster. So because we optimized one of those scientific libraries, the performance tuning has been done for you, so you don't need to worry about that. So you can focus on the science part instead of the environment set up for you. Then that's about the NumPy. So we have so many curated lists for you. We have the Repos deep learning library, so you can try this tutorial. It is for deep learning. So by the way, we have different images for you to try one of those materials. This one is for deep learning, so the backend library are deep learning version ones. On the contrary, the NumPy one is a data science one. So they all have different environments, so it's not one image basic for everyone. Everything is specially built.